Yet again, it is time for another Netflix original, and I've said it before multiple times, you're just never sure what you're going to get when you put on a Netflix original. It could be good, more likely than not it's going to be not so good. This one stars Martin Freeman and it is a zombie apocalypse movie. Something that has been prevalent for the past 10 years or so. There has been a slew of zombie movies. We've seen lots of them. We've covered almost all the premises. So when this first came onto Netflix, I was a little resilient of actually hitting play on it. But a couple of weeks have passed, struggling for something to watch, and you know, it's there. They always push the original stuff, so I thought I'd give it a watch and check it out. Freeman plays Andy, a man who the apocalypse has already happened. Zombies are here, they are eating people, they have decimated the large populations that once dominated the earth. He is on a barge with his wife and his young child Rosie, and they are just trying to get to somewhere where they think they're going to be safe. They have the usual kind of traumas. They're running out of rations. They meet some people along the way who aren't as friendly as they would hope they would be, because everybody's out for themselves. They're all trying to protect their own. Through things that happen, Andy is left alone with his daughter Rosie, just trying to get her to safety. And if you haven't seen this movie, I want you to go and check it out, because I'm going to spoil slightly small parts of it. Nothing too major. It's something that happens that perpetuates through the rest of the movie, but just in case you want to go into it fairly cold, it's a great movie. Go and check it out. Okay, so Andy gets infected, and there seems to be these kits that are lying about that, you know, you can put a watch on. You've got 48 hours once you're bitten to pretty much you transform into a zombie, and he has the trouble of trying to find safety for his daughter. He has this limited time scale of which to do it. As a father, it's something that kind of speaks to me personally about trying to make sure your kids are safe. There is this constant sword of Damocles hanging over this kid's head. You've got the infected father, you've got these people on all around who nobody seems to be nice people that have survived. They've all kind of duplicitous in nature, and they feel as if there is a threat behind every single person that they stumble across. And Andy he's just struggling. He's just struggling with the fact of what's going to happen. He's lost his wife, he is losing his grasp on humanity, and he has this daughter who cannot look after herself, that he has to find a safe place for. Along the way, it gets a little bit tropey. He bumps into people who aren't as they seem. He meets a young Aboriginal girl who is his friend, who helps him out and kind of gets to lay the land, and together you kind of form this idea of this character. And it's down to Martin Freeman's performance, who, you know, we know he's a good actor, but here he is fantastic. He's front and centre. He's the father who is trying to do the best for his child, and we have a zombie movie that is more to it than just a typical zombie movie. This has an emotional core at the heart of it. It has an emotional resonance after the movie finished. This is a movie that really got to me at the end of it. And it's hard to say too many horror movies. It's hard to say if there's any zombie movies that had that kind of effect to actually move you while you're watching the movie. And that's the power of this movie and of Freeman's performance. There is lots of things that work well in it. I love the tale, and it's simple but it's effective. I love the cinematography. It's all set in Australia, and there is some lovely scenery going on here. I liked the predicaments that Andy was put into. I liked his ultimate choice and how he rationalised everything, and was just looking for that end game for his mind. I think Cargo is absolutely tremendous. It's one of the best Netflix movies I have seen in the longest while, and even though it does follow certain tropes and certain things we've seen done in other zombie movies, it has heart. It has this emotional resonance that stays with you, this emotional core that does actually get to you, because you feel for this character, this situation, the people that are involved in this movie, and that's why it's so good, because it has a basic storyline with a similar plot we've seen before, with some tropey elements that we've seen in other kind of apocalyptic movies, but it transcends all them by having something that really just connects with the viewer. And that's what this movie does. I think you should absolutely check this out. If you haven't seen it, please go and watch it on Netflix. It is amazing, a fantastic movie. Even if zombie movies aren't your thing, I'm sure you'll get connected to the actual story of the characters. It's amazing. For me, even though the movie did have some certain faults, that emotional kick, that connection that it had, made it have to be a 5 out of 5 for me. One of the best Netflix movies I think there's been. Truly tremendous. One that's going to last with me. One that had me really down and kind of uplifted at the same time at the end of it. I don't want to talk any more about it. There we go. Cargo. What did you think of the movie? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.